Okay, welcome to UAF Patty Center for third round matchup between the AK Grizzlies and the Blue Devils. Blue Devils are from Eagle River. Blue Devils just entering the ice. Getting a late start here. The Oiler game just finished. Oiler, I guess it'd be major game just finished. So we're running just a little bit behind. 5 minutes on the warm-up clock. We'll walk you through some of this. I'm going to back up here and try to find a program so I can go through some of the starting lineup. Sorry about that. So a pretty exciting game for the Major Arctic Lions. They beat the 06 Oilers 4-2. Kind of a game went a little bit longer than expected. That's why we're getting kind of a late start here. Zamboni just finished up. Officials over there stretching out. Both teams on the ice now. Grizzlies down here on the right-hand side. They'll be going right to left first period. Blue Devils will be going left to right. Did you help me on saying all that? Thanks. So we'll be going shortly here. I'll have get a little bit better audio as soon as I get my microphone plugged in here. So earlier in the tournament here, the Grizzlies took the Kenia Hawks late into the game, tied it up 4-4, and Kenia went ahead with a go-ahead goal 5-4 with about 2 minutes left. Grizzlies put an empty net out there, and Oilers scored, not Oilers, but Kenia scored one more goal for a 6-4 win yesterday. Okay, we're starting up here. There we go. Get rid of some of this feedback. Still in warm-up. We got about 2:32 left on the warm-up clock. You're right. I just want to get something. Excuse me. So the Blue Devils won both their games. I believe Blue Devils beat Kenia. They beat Kenia by 2 or 3. And then they played Juneau yesterday. So most likely with a win here, I believe the Blue Devils will probably be in the championship game. Most likely against Valley Thunder, I'm not sure. Depends on how everything goes today. When I'm what?
We want to know when. The guys from Nebraska want to know when you play.
I played in the 90s, early 90s, 92, 93. So we'll go through some of these, some of the key players for both teams. You know, on the Blue Devils side, there's Merrick, Io Jack, Eunice. I know a few other players out there. Ross is a pretty good defensive player. Hoyt plays some D. The girl Johnson, she had a couple really nice goals yesterday. And the Grizzlies over here, they got a Johnson of their own. He'll be the biggest kid out there. He just switched over to some offense this last week. He has been a big defensive player, but has a pretty nice shot and good as well. Bryson Roan had 2 goals. You see him there. He'll probably start today. Kais is a center. Defensively, Steer, Trine, Juzak, Corrigan. Some other offensive players, Smith, Braden Corrigan, Frank Willis. All right, so 15 minutes on the clock. Warm-up's over. Blue Devils out on the ice. Kais will be at center, Johnson left wing, Roan right, and we've got Trine and Juzak back deep. Puck goes back to Blue Devils. Blue Devils move it up the far side. Backhanded dump down deep right after the red line, and Juzak circles around the back side, picks up the puck, hassled from behind, raked up the near side. That's Connick sending it back deep. Trine picks it up over in the far corner and rings it back up to the point. Point sends it back down. That's Johnson over to centering. And now the puck comes back up to the point. Connick again dumps it down low. Trine picks it up in the far corner. Sends it to an outlet of Roan. Roan moves it out of the zone. Blue line, red line. Blue line, and gets it taken away. Swiped away by Kais into the near corner. Kais races in, tries to get a hold of it, but Blue Devils move it right back out. Hit their outlet on the near side. That's Lynch. Lynch over to shot on goal, and that's River Scott in goal. He makes the save, and that's taken away. Down goes Blue Devils. Is that Merrick? Not 100% sure. Johnson gets it out of there, dribbles it up, moves it back to center. Rome picks it up, loses it, goes in. Oh man, goes wide left. Just trickled in wide left to the goalie, and that's dumped down. Casey stopped that with his foot. Steer over on the far side, stops it, dumps it back up. Now it goes back to Corrigan. That's Carter Corrigan racing back. Braden Corrigan on his side for an outlet pass. Braden Corrigan picks it up, circles in front of the net, passes it up to Smith. Smith lets it go by, and it goes back. Merrick has to hold up. And then Braden Corrigan takes that away and moves it back into the zone. Powell holds up. Corrigan fires a shot off the stick and into the far corner. Powell giving chase. Puck goes down low. D-to-D pass behind the net and back out to Eunice. Eunice rakes it ahead. This could be an icing if it gets there, and it does. As Steer races back just in case. Thank everybody for tuning in here. There's 12:59 left on the first period. It scores 0-0. Puck will drop down into the offensive zone for the Grizzlies. Merrick ready for the puck drop. In moves Kais. Kais with winger Frank and Willis on the right wing. Trying to steer back deep. Kais fights for it. It goes back to Ross. Ross rings it around the boards and up far side. Reaching out is Io Jack, and it goes by Io Jack for an icing all the way down. So we'll come back down to the offensive zone far side for the Grizzlies. Same lineup. Merrick will move in for the Blue Devils. Isle Jack on one wing. Pies moves in for the Grizzlies. Puck drops. Goes over to Willis' side. Willis picks it up, moves it down low below the goal line. Oh, Kais and Willis trip up, and Ross pulls it away and sends it to an outlet. 3-on-2, and there's the break by Eunice. Trine gets it to go free. Trine pokes it over in the corner. Good job by Trine on the good hustle by Eunice. Puck raked back, tries the center, and Juzak knocks it around. It's in behind the net. And the Blue Devils come away with it. Eunice, drop pass, knocked away. Frank knocked away from Merrick, and then there's a centering pass, intercepted by Willis. Willis gets it knocked away by Ross, I believe. Now in control is Juzak. Juzak finds an outlet. Johnson knocks it over the skate, back up to Kais with a tap from Willis. Willis goes off. Kais dumps. Yeah, that was, not sure what that whistle was for. Maybe it hit the netting. It probably hit the netting. Yeah. 11:57 left in the first. Scores 0-0. Smith moves in for the puck drop. Johnson on left wing, Roan on the right. The puck goes back to Connick. Connick sends it ahead. Blue Devils move it into the zone. Drop pass and wide shot to the right. Picked up by Johnson on the near side. Johnson up to Roan. Roan, red line. Roan dumps at the blue line. Hits it off the boards and hits the back of the net. Picked up by, I think that's Casey maybe? Smith in there battling for it. Oh, hand pass. No call. And puck gets out to center ice. Blue Devils moving in. Roan on the near boards dumps at the red line, right at the goalie. Goalie sends it over in the corner. Sorry, Connolly's the goalie. That must not be. Wiped away by 28 there. Cross ice pass on a, hits Lynch on a tape-to-tape pass. Backhanded shot goes in. Over the top of River Scott. Nice move by Lynch. I believe that's Lynch. Get you a name there, yeah. Lynch with the goal, number 15. That puts the Blue Devils up 1-0 with 10:50 left in the first period. Kais moves in for the puck drop. Powell on the left wing, Braden Corrigan on the right. Juzak and Trine back deep. Puck goes back to Trine. Trine. Up to Braden Corrigan. Braden Corrigan to Powell at center ice. Powell over to Kais. Kais dumps it in. Chases up against the boards. Blue Devils take control. Backside taken away by Powell. Powell centers it, and that's cleared out by the Blue Devils. Nice job. Picked up by Juzak on defense. Juzak sends it back up. And that was tipped, so no icing, and it's off the boards and up the far side for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils, nope, they change it back around behind the net again. Coming up near side. Cut back to center. Blue Devils in control. Oh, offsides. There we go. Official caught that as the player made a move on the blue line and caught his teammate offside there. So we'll have a puck drop back in the neutral zone, defensive side. Looks like on the far side for the Grizzlies. Smith moves in, have Powell on the left wing, Braden Corrigan on the right, Steer and Corrigan back deep. Braden Corrigan rakes it ahead, dumps to the near side corner, racing in is Powell. Powell taps it ahead and then picks it up down below the goal line, brings it out to Corrigan. Corrigan taps it up and into the air, and it goes into the far corner. Centering pass. Eunice back over to breakaway. Assist to Eunice, I believe that was Merrick on the goal. Not 100% sure. Yeah. Merrick on the goal. Assist to Dub Eunice. And that'll put your Blue Devils up 2-zip. So 9:35 left in the first. Blue Devils get their second goal. Lynch and Merrick are the goal scorers so far. That's taken away by Juzak and then knocked back into the corner where the Blue Devils gain control. Blue Devils get it back to center, over to the defense, lines up. Shot comes in, handled by Scott. That goes up the far side and taken away, knocked back to center though by the Blue Devils, chipped out by Juzak back to Connick. Connick on defense. Centering pass goes back to the defense. Trine picks it up. Trine off the boards and up to just past Willis. Willis picks it up though at the blue line. The Blue Devils couldn't find it, and then Willis dribbles it down, taps it down in the corner and chases. Behind the net now. Puck comes back up the ice. That's Johnson on the far side. Dumps at the goal from just inside the red line. Line change for the Blue Devils. Willis chips it back to the D. D to D pass for the Blue Devils. Grinninger taps it to center, and that's Trine now tries to get it out off the boards, can't do it. Willis pokes at it, goes back to Trine below the goal line. Puck goes all the way down. Smith giving chase here. Blue Devils, blue line, red line with some momentum. Blue line gains the zone, coast to coast here, and poked away by Steer. Puck comes back. On the far boards now. Poke check by Steer, goes down low. Steer in there hassling. Puck goes around the backside, comes up near side. Oh, and Scott makes the save on the shot from, not sure who that was. Sarin, how do I say that name? Sarin? There's a shot there earlier. Okay, so puck now misses everybody. Steer backtracks into the defensive zone, picks it up at the circle, chips it over for Johnson off the boards. Johnson, red line and dumps. Goes down below the goal line. Picked up by Hoyt. Hoyt hits his outlet on the stick and immediate pass. Steer pokes that over to Corrigan. Then Corrigan over to Steer. Steer to Johnson. Nice defensive play there by the Grizzlies. Rowan moves in. Taps it over for Kais. Nice pass by Kais. Kais gets tripped up by Hoyt. No call on that. Steer knocks it back down to Kais. Kais. Blue Devils circled around near side. Johnson in there. Goes back. Kais almost intercepts that pass. Now we go cross ice pass, and that's to Eunice, but then goes back to Steer. Steer picks it up at the blue line. Dumps it ahead to Johnson. Johnson to Ross. Intercepted by Kais. Oh, man. And then now we got an icing on the Blue Devils as Ross knocked that clear down from one end to the other. We'll have a puck drop in the offensive zone now. Smith's going to move in. Powell on the left wing. Braden Corrigan on the right. Trine and Juzak back deep. Trine knocks at the puck. Back deep's Juzak. Here comes center. Nice centering pass. And a block by Scott. Nice save by Scott. Connick sends it down deep. Nice pass by Connick. Puck loose in front. Get it out of there. Sorry. There it is. Shot and cover by Scott. Puck sat in front for the longest time. Nobody really cleared it. Blue Devils player right there. That's Bigelow. Sorry, 97's Bigelow. Took a hard shot at the net. Smith. Blue Devils win the draw. Juzak knocks that centering pass away into the far corner. Backhands it up the far side, and that's Braden Corrigan knocking it out of the zone. Goes back to center ice, picked up by the Blue Devils. Centering pass blocked by Smith. Powell, loose in front, tapped ahead, picked up by Juzak. Juzak, D-to-D pass over to Trine. Trine back to Juzak. Juzak can't handle the pass, and the Blue Devils take over in their offensive zone. Back to Sarin. Sorry, I'm butchering that name. Blue Devils, nice passing. Centering pass knocked away by Juzak. Back into the boards. Blue Devils still in control of the puck. Trine knocks it back to the D. Shot from the D, knocked away by Scott. Nice job by Scott. Braden Corrigan stays with it, knocks it back to the D, and then falls down. That's tapped ahead, and the Blue Devils are right back into the offensive zone as it gets dumped for a line change for the Blue Devils. Back deep is Juzak. Taken away by Iojak. Shot and saved by River Scott. Puck comes back up to the Hoyt. Hoyt dumps it back down to Iojak. Ooh, racing in is Merrick. Merrick to Dub. Eunice. That's the line I know. There was an Iojak pass to Merrick. Merrick tapped it over to Eunice. And Eunice top shelf and over the goalie. Blue Devils up 3-0. 4:06 left in the first. Nice puck work by that line. So pretty solid line for the Blue Devils. I've always liked their puck work. They unselfish, look for that open net and let the player with the open net take a shot. Good job, Blue Devils. 3-0. 4:06 left in the first. And here's same line moving in. Iojak moves around. And a trip on Corrigan. There it is. Steer taps it. So Grizzlies will go on a penalty kill with 3:59. Just broke the 4-minute barrier. You go on a penalty kill. 4-on-5 hockey as this puck will drop. Might have been a little frustration on Corrigan. As Iojak got around him, reached out and tripped him. Line change. Kai's out there for the Grizzlies. Willis, Trine, and Juzak. Oh man, deflected off a Trine skate. River Scott barely gets a pad on that. And now out and back down to the other end. No icing as Ross sends it up the far side, back to center, knocked away by Smith. Thrown back to Smith. Smith's gonna pick it up with the neutral ice, dumps it just after the red line into the near corner. Kind of ricochets off, goes over to the far corner. Ross back to, not sure some of these names. Lynch now with the puck. Lynch brings it into the zone. Moves back to his left, fires a shot, and deflected by Juzak into the far corner. Trine picks it up down low, rings it off the, bounce, takes a weird bounce off the, held in by the point over on the far side for the Blue Devils. Johnson, nice pass on a Iojak coming in. Iojak fires, and whoa, nice glove save on the shot from Iojak. River Scott gets her glove up. That was a hard shot. Heading right for the top of the net, and River Scott gets the glove up there and catches it. Johnson battling in the corner with Juzak. Juzak knocks it up to the point, goes by the point. That's Iojak having to race back, sends it, that's offsides. There we go. So we'll have a puck drop in the defensive side of the neutral zone, far side for the Grizzlies. You're right. Puck goes back to Johnson. Johnson rakes it up the board. It goes to Smith. Smith moves it in. Oh man, Roan tried to keep his foot on the good side of the blue line and did the splits trying to do so, but fell in offside, so we'll have a puck drop in the neutral zone near side. Kais will move in. Powell on one wing. Braden Corrigan on the other. Carter Corrigan back deep with Steer. Pass goes up. Steer intercepts. Oh, offsides. That was Steer should have collected that and moved it back. He had two players down deep. I don't think it. Yeah, probably wishes he could have that over again. Anyway, so Kyle, same lineup. Kai's back to Steer now. Steer dumps. And Braden Corrigan comes off, back deep. Nice back check by Powell. Centering pass goes behind the net off of the Corrigan. Steer's going to pick this up, moves it back out. He's got some room. Chips it at the blue line, stops, holds up, and blocked. So Corrigan pass from Steer, couldn't get the shot off in time, and does shoot it, but it ends up going right into defenseman. Now shot from the point from Carter Corrigan, the other Corrigan. Puck goes up the far side. That's Kai's dumping it back down low, and Braden Corrigan grabs control of it, stops, changes directions, tries to backhand it towards Kai's. Puck's still loose behind the net, knocked away by the Blue Devils. Comes up the near side, and Kara toe drags back to center. Steer there, knocks it, blocks it away, and then comes back up on the near side where Carter Corrigan off the boards and up to Kai's. Kai's Steer. It goes back to Steer now. Steer below the net. Chips it. Oh! And River Scott. The pass was blocked by one of the Blue Devils and dribbled right back to River Scott, who covered. So we'll have a puck drop in the defensive zone, far side. Full line change for the Grizzlies as Smith comes out. He'll have Willis and Frank on the wings. Juzak and Shrine back on defense. It goes near side. Ooh, and a save by River Scott as the puck came in hard and low. Now Johnson whiffs on the pass back to her teammate. Over in the corners, Juzak. Juzak pushes it ahead, stays with it on a backhand, moves it back to a forehand, moves the center back to backhand, and then goes down hard. Ooh. And I'm going to say offsides, I think, as Juzak slid in before the puck. Same lineup, this time in neutral ice on the offensive side. Juzak dumps from just inside the red line. Puck goes back behind the net. Smith battling for it. In the far corner, two Blue Devils, and that's the end of the period with the Blue Devils up 3-0. So those of you at home, stay tuned. We'll be right back. I'm going to take a voice break there. We'll score 3-0. Intermission between the first and second period. Well, could have been worse for us. You guys have you're doing well. Good puck. Yeah, they're out there hustling, aren't they? Yeah. Juzak? Yeah.
Juzak is playing pretty hard today.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing good. Just
nice battle. It's been really fun to watch. They keep it up. They're not going to get.
Well, I'm hoping you guys will rest your number one line for a little bit there. Oh well. No, we'll see. Yeah, the warm-up's 5 minutes in. Okay, welcome back for period 2 action where the score is 3-0. Let's see if I can remember the scores for the Blue Devils. Lynch scored the first goal, Merrick scored the second, and I believe Dub Eunice scored one on a Io Jack Merrick assist. So 3-0. Here goes the Ross cross-ice pass into the boards, picked up by Eunice. Eunice off the boards and ahead to Merrick to Io Jack. Io Jack shot. It's loose in front, picked up by Roan. Roan moving out, cross ice over to Kai's. Kai's red line, has room, goes around Ross. Ross fires a shot and bounces back to Roan. Roan tries one-timer, can't quite get a full piece of it. Juzak stops, defense, a shot. Wow, a couple shots on goal there as Conley makes the saves. I believe it's Conley. Johnson picks it up at the red line, fires it at the goalie. And Ross sends it around near side. Io Jack rings it around other side for Eunice. Kais gets on the defensive side of the puck. And Eunice dumps it out of his back to Juzak. Johnson gets it back to Ross. Ross dumps it right back out and goes back to Juzak on defense. Johnson's going to get called for a penalty here as he pushed Ross down. And Johnson will be in the box for minute 30. So 13:52 left in the first. Grizzlies go down a man. Power play to the Blue Devils. That puck should drop in the neutral ice. Yeah, it'll drop in neutral ice or maybe even defensive zone. Nope, they're going to go center ice drop with it. So if you're just tuning in, the score's 3-0. We're in the second period, 13:52 left. Grizzlies go down a man as a power play to the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils have cross-ice pass, center it, and that's Corrigan knocking it ahead to Powell to Smith. Blue Devils take control and bring it back into the zone as ringing around the boards. Wraps over to the far side, picked up, dribbled in, and Steer kicks it away with his foot. Poke check by Steer up to the point. Bigelow at the point, fires a shot wide left, hard into the boards, and picked up by Braden Corrigan, ringed around the boards up the far side. Stopped by the point. Point sends it over. The shot comes in. River Scott with the save. That's Bigelow with the shot. Full line change for both teams. Juzak could try and come out on defense. Looks like Kais and Willis be there on offense. Willis being the lone wingman with Johnson in the penalty box for 42 more seconds. Scores 3-0, second period, 13:04 left as the puck drops. That's Io Jack sending it back down for Eunice. Trying off the boards and behind the net. Johnson picks it up back over to Merrick. Merrick dribbles it out, drops it for Io Jack. Io Jack goes down low around Trine, circles back up the near side. Looking for an outlet pass, goes to Eunice. Eunice over to Johnson. Johnson fires it into Scott, and Scott's there for the save. Juzak moves it out, tries to chip it up and over, and does. Gets it by everybody. Io Jack has to race back. And picked up by the defense of the Blue Devils. Drop for Io Jack. Io Jack stretch pass to Eunice. Taps it, sends it down deep, and chases. Trine goes in after it. Trine up the near side boards with the puck. Johnson picks it off. No, it doesn't. Kais picks it up. Kais chips it ahead to Johnson. And Kais rakes it in with Johnson offsides. So the puck will drop back in the neutral zone, offensive side. Line change again? No. Johnson stays out there. Smith, Roan. Defensive line change though. Steer and Corrigan back deep. Grinninger on the wing for the Blue Devils. Smith, poke check by Steer, back to Grinninger. Grinninger up the near side, dumps it down low. Rings around the boards over to the far side. Smith in there battling for it. Blue Devils in control. Corrigan knocks that. Goes back to Corrigan. Carter Corrigan dribbles it out. Carter Corrigan up the far side. Tries to dump it ahead. Picked off by the Blue Devils. Smith rakes it back. Dumps it down low. It's going to get down below the goal line. The defense for the Blue Devils picks it up below the net. Tries to ring it up. Picked off by Rome temporarily. And then going the other direction in the Blue Devils. Smith, though, in there battling for it. Gets pinned against the boards. Johnson picks it up. Johnson tries to center it. Wiped away by the defense of the Blue Devils. And Steer holds the line there. And the puck it gets free. Johnson tries to dribble it ahead. Roan, it goes over to the far side. Cross ice pass by the Blue Devils at center ice. Dump. Line change for the Blue Devils. As one pressures and Hoyt, Johnson, and Bigelow come out. Puck stays low, picked off by Smith. Smith dribbles around the backside. Johnson giving chase. This is Johnson for the Grizzlies now and with the puck. Johnson, red line. Taps it ahead to Roan. Bigelow now going the other direction. Red line, blue line. Corrigan poke checks the puck clear down below the goal line. And in controls Bigelow, and then just Johnson taps it back behind the net. Centering pass, just out of the reach of the racing end Hoyt. Braden Corrigan, red line, blue line, moves in, he's got 3-on-1. Loses the puck on a 3-on-1. And then that goes back to Bigelow and heading back up the ice the other direction. It was a Lynch, and Lynch circles the backside of the net. Drop pass over to Merrick. Eunice tries a one-timer and picked off by Trine. Trine in control of the puck, looking for an outlet, finds a nice stick-to-stick pass to Powell. Powell to Roan. Roan backhands it ahead. It's in center ice there, picked off, going the other direction are the Blue Devils. They've got the numbers. And then Smith races out to, nice back check by Smith, centering pass. It's in front of the net. And goes back below the goal line where Juzak rings it back up to the point. Blue Devils collect the puck. And it goes wide left into the near side. Eunice picks it up below the net. Hassled by Smith, changes directions. Looking to give it to somebody. It goes by Iojak all the way back up to the point. Roberts holds that in. Puck off the backside of the Iojak to Merrick. Merrick dribbles around one. Leaves it for Roberts. Roberts lines up. Puck's loose. And now it goes down low. Pushed by Juzak there. Iojak with the puck. Nice dribble work by Iojak. Leaves it for Roberts. Roberts fires a shot. It's loose in front. And Scott reaches out and covers. River Scott, a couple nice saves there. Line change for both teams. Sarin, Greninger, Kara come out there along with Casey, and I'm not sure who the right defenseman is. Maybe if you'll turn enough, I'll get a name on that. Puck drops to Kais, goes back to Casey. Hard shot by the right defenseman there for the, and then now we got a penalty coming on the Blue Devils as, is that Greninger? Pushing Carter Corrigan down. No, Sarin. There we go, Sarin. All right, 5-on-4 hockey. Grizzlies on a power play. Kais moves in for the puck drop against Bigelow. Willis on the right wing. Frank on the left. Puck goes back. Dump back. Steer. Tapped ahead. Lynch picks it up. Picked up by Frank. Dumped out of the zone. Still in control though, Blue Devils. Blue Devils move it back in. That's Lynch. Lynch on the far side leaves it for Bigelow. Bigelow whiffs on the shot. Oh, nice. Picked up by Corrigan. That's Carter Corrigan with some room. Hits it. Tries to hit an outlet of Kais. Kais at the blue line. Kais at the red line. Kais dribbles it down, knocked away, and out of the zone. Steer chips it back up, and that goes back to the D. Hoyt comes out as a one-man change there. Moves into the offensive zone. Puck loose in front. Scott reaches out and grabs it. Steer lost his stick. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Grizzlies. Puck will drop in the defensive zone far side. Full line change as Smith comes out with wingers Johnson and Roan. Trine and Juzak on defense. Puck goes over to Trine. Trine circles around the backside of the net. Gains some speed. Just sends it up past everybody. It tipped, no icing. Puck goes all the way down behind the net. Smith and Roan give chase. Smith in the corner. Comes up. Johnson tries to hold it in. It goes back to Juzak. Juzak back to Trine. 12 seconds left on the power play. Goes up to Juzak. Juzak moves it up. Holds up. That's Roan holding up. Ooh. And Johnson picks it up. Fires a shot. Cross ice. Comes off. Eunice comes on the ice as the player in the penalty box comes over to the bench. Centering pass intercepted by Ross, and now going the other direction are the Blue Devils. Merrick, Eunice follows in. Ilejack, Eunice, shot, and Scott slides over. One-timer by Eunice, handled by Scott. So with 6:43 left in the first, the Blue Devils are up 3-0. It's been a scoreless second period. So it's not first, it's a second period. Sorry, the clock says first. They haven't switched that. I don't know why. But it is the second. There's a shot by Ilejack right off the face-off. And then Eunice lifts it over into the corner. Ilejack rings it around for Merrick. That's Corrigan in there battling for it. Knocks Merrick down. Merrick right back on his feet, tries to center it. That's Carter Corrigan, sends it out. Kais tries to get it over to Braden Corrigan. Braden Corrigan at the blue line. And taken over by Merrick going the other direction. Steer, poke checks. That's the poke check by Carter Corrigan. And offside is Roberts as he was down deep as the puck went into the zone. Kais moves in. Puck goes over near side. Braden Corrigan in there fighting for it. That goes back over to the far side. Blue Devils in control, move it into the zone. I believe that's Kara. Taken away by Kais. Oh. Puck goes back over to the boards. Kais takes it down low. Kais tries to get it over the Steer. Battle for it there. Picked up by Corrigan. That's Carter Corrigan. Gets tripped up. Tripped up with like kind of a hip check there. So that'll put the Grizzlies on a power play as Kara gets sent to the penalty box for the Blue Devils. Scores 3-0 with 5:44 left in the second. Give you a quick shot of the board there. So that says first period. It is the second period. Minute 30 on the penalty. That's what the penalties are for this age group. So power play Grizzlies. Here we go. That's Frank moving to the near side, dumps just inside the red line, and Willis gives chase. Trying to Juzak back on defense. That puck comes back. Juzak doesn't pinch up. There. Trine going back. Trine picks it up below the blue line, or below the goal line. Trine in front of the net. Cross ice pass, misses everybody. That'll be an icing if it gets there. And it is. Icing. So the puck will drop back in the defensive side, near side for the Grizzlies. 55 seconds left on the power play. 5:08 left in the second. Scores 3-0 Blue Devils. Merrick moves in. He's ready. Keisel facing. Kais will have Johnson and Roan on the wing, Steer and Corrigan. That's Carter Corrigan on defense. players look like it's Merrick, Johnson, Ross, and Hoyt on defense for the Blue Devils. Steer picks it up. Steer moves up, chips it out. Oh, man. Rowan falls down just as Steer chips it. Steer intercepts that this time, moves it up the far side now. That's Carter Corrigan with it, chips it ahead. That'll be an icing if it gets there. And they say play it. Blue Devils with the puck. Centering pass goes back to Corrigan. Off of a player and up to Kais. Ross picks it up. Back deep is Steer and Corrigan. Corrigan. Ross goes around Corrigan. Steer back. Steer. So Steer tried to poke check that. Ross stayed with the puck and got the shot off, and the puck went to the right-hand side of Scott and found the net. So that'll be the fourth goal of the game. First goal of this period. A shorthanded goal for the Blue Devils. And here comes the puck drop to center ice. Smith in there. Corrigan, that's Braden Corrigan on the right. Steer leaves it for Braden. Powell goes by Powell, goes back deep. Still power play. There's 8 seconds left on the power play. The puck comes down. Here comes Jack to Eunice. Eunice goes around Corrigan. And it's a save by River Scott on the backhanded shot by Eunice. Now we're in the far corner. Jack takes the puck. Puck protects on the backhand. Leaves it. Drop pass for Merrick. Merrick circles around the backside with a forehand wraparound. Can't quite do it. Eunice backhands it up and over everybody. So that's 5-zip. 2 goals on that one shift for the Grizzlies. So it's 5-zip with 3:55 left in the second. Scorekeeper's got the second period up on the clock now. That'll help me out remembering what period it is. All right, so raking it ahead. There's Jack moving to his right. Switches around, fires it, goes into the near side corner. Picked up by Eunice. Eunice chips it right into Tryan's face mask and picked up by Kais, going the other direction on the near side. Up the near side board, Kais moves it in. Pushing, Jack pushes him into the boards. Centering pass to Willis, can't quite get a shot off. Kais goes down and picked up offsides as Frank caught that just on the wrong side of the blue line. So have a puck drop in the neutral zone. Near offensive side for the Grizzlies. Smith will move in for the face-off. Roan on the right wing, Johnson on the left. Trine and Juzak back deep. Greninger on the left wing for the Blue Devils. Johnson taps it over to Roan. Roan loses it. Poked away by Smith. Juzak, check that. Juzak hip checks player into the board. That goes out of the zone. D has to, that's sent over to Hoyt, up to Greninger. Greninger lines up. Nice, easy shot, and the goalie sends it over in the corner. Check that. That's not Hoyt. That's player just went down is Casey. Puck goes back. Johnson intercepts. Johnson dribbling. Johnson, red line. Gets tripped up, and Blue Devils gain control. Cross ice pass. It's going to go all the way back to, they say play it. Juzak wipes it to the boards. Ross fires it right back in. Juzak redirected for a goal. Was that a goal, or was it just a stoppage of play because Scott stopped it? Scott stopped it. All right, so saved by River Scott. Bigelow's ready for the puck drop. Johnson on the left wing. Ross back deep with Hoyt. And on the offensive side for the Grizzlies, it'll be Kais who gets pushed back. Braden Corrigan will move in with Frank on one wing, Powell on the other. Steer. Corrigan back deep. Corrigan drops it for Kais. Braden Corrigan holds up. Johnson for the Blue Devils, heading the other direction. Steer, whacks at it, gets it to come free, knocks it over to Powell. Kais gets it up to center ice, dump back in where Johnson gives chase. Steer takes control, moves it back around the backside of the net, sends it to Powell. Powell chips it, goes up to the defense, that's Hoyt, chips it over to Iojak. Iojak lines up, off of Steer's shin pad and into the boards. Now off the backside of the net, giving chase is Bigelow. Bigelow in control on a backhand, drops it for Lynch. That goes off of Powell and back out to center ice. That's Connick sending it back into the zone where Steer backhands it over to Corrigan. Corrigan, nice clear by Braden Corrigan, gets tripped, no call. And we're under a minute left in the second period we got 56.2 seconds with the stoppage in the second period. Scores 5-0, Blue Devils. Smith moves in for the puck drop, goes back to Trine. Trine wasn't ready, he's putting his glove on, but he gets there, stops it, moves it back down, and that's Frank. No, that was Willis on that side, sorry. Frank's on the near side. Puck comes back to center for Eunice. Trine. Eunice takes it to the right side. He's got Merrick wide open. That's an easy goal. Eunice to Merrick. Merrick buries it on the right-hand side as Scott was shifting to the left. Nice goal by Brody Merrick. And that puts the Blue Devils up 6-0 with 35.8 seconds left in the second. Trine comes off. The Grizzlies started that downer, man. Steer was on the bench. Corrigan out there. Hooked ahead by Smith and he chases. Taken away by the Blue Devils, but Smith still battling for it. Comes up to Willis. Oh, centering pass. Oh, man. Willis was right there for the pass, but just missed it. Frank now over on the side, tapped ahead. That's Corrigan. Corrigan reaches for it. There's a penalty as Carter Corrigan just got bowled over. They're going to say interference. Eunice just knocked Corrigan over. Eunice is right. That was interference on Fairbanks. However, this is Coach Eunice said interference on Fairbanks. Carter Corrigan got in the way of a skating Dub Eunice, and Eunice just knocked him over. Oh, and there's the end of the period. So I'm getting a clarification here. Arlen Iojak's telling me that Dub Eunice pushed Carter as he ran into him and knocked him over. So that's interference by causing Carter Corrigan not to be able to handle or to stay on his feet. So there we go. So it was interference on Dub Eunice. So Eunice is in the penalty box. Let's get you a shot of the scoreboard here with the end of the second. The Grizzlies are down 6-0 to the Blue Devils. Dub Eunice has a minute 29 on his penalty as the third period starts.
I just like listening to him.
I know, he's good.
Next time we just need to mic each other up. Just do one camera and just talk the whole time.
We should just talk back and forth. I'm talking to Arlen Iojak, who's also doing a play-by-play. Said we should just mic ourselves up and just tag team it, which that'd be kind of fun to do someday. Maybe next time we play each other.
Yeah, you gotta do
All right, so 6-0. We got one more period of play left here. Three goals each period for the Blue Devils. All right, so here we go. 6-0. Grizzlies on a power play. Beginning the third period here. Blue Devils on top, 6-0. Kais is going to move in for the puck drop. Scott switches ends. It'll be Trine and Juzak back on defense. Powell and Braden Corrigan on the wings. Cara's out there on the right wing. Ross back D for the Blue Devils. Puck drops to Kais. Goes over Ross. Hoyt. Oh! Corrigan runs into the official, and the puck goes all the way down into the defensive zone for the Grizzlies, where Trine's going to pick it up below the net. He gains control, stops, changes directions, taps it up to Juzak. Juzak whiffs on the outlet pass, and now it gets over to Powell as Kais had to reach out for it. Braden Corrigan now. Kais looks like he's hurt. Braden Corrigan shoots it right into. Now it's chipped out of the zone back to Trine. Trine cross ice pass over to Smith. Smith came on for Kais as Kais looked like he was momentarily hurt. That goes by Ross, racing over into the far corners. Powell's going to pick it up in the far corner, chips it ahead for Smith. Smith doing some puck work, sends it over to Powell. Oh man, just misses Braden Corrigan, who's open in the center. That's chipped out of the zone, and Trine's going to race back for it. That should be an icing. They say play it as Trine picks it up below the goal line. 13:56 left. Blue Devils up 6-0. Puck chips up to Roan. Roan at the red line. Roan moves in. Fires a shot wide left off the backboards and off the back of the net. Blue Devils gain control. Roberts sends it back out to Greninger. And Blue Devils move it into the offensive zone. Trine forces it down low, and the Blue Devils pick it back up low. Nobody on them. No pressure there by Juzak. Goes back up to the point. Full strength. The Blue Devils are full strength as Johnson comes on for Eunice, as Eunice skated across from the penalty box. Lynch comes on for Greninger, and Roan takes the puck at the red line. He's got some room. Back checking Lynch. Lynch gets in there and stops the puck, takes it away, and ringed around the boards by Iojak. Wow. Hard over to Johnson. Johnson at the red line. Backpedaling is Corrigan. Corrigan, Johnson, Juzak. Comes up the near side, and Kais picks it up. Circles around the back side of the net. Kais moves it down low, chips it down low. Taken away by the Blue Devils. That's Lynch. Sending it over for Roberts. Now has it. Sends it up to Johnson. Johnson cross ice pass all the way over to Lynch. Racing back is let's see. That's Bigelow with the puck. Steer giving Hassel. Steer poke checks it once. Stays with it. Stay in front of the player. Pokes it into the boards again. Hassling. And then now centering pass by Iojak, shot by 15, which is, I can't remember who 15 is, and saved by River Scott. Shot was by Lynch. Should have known that. All right, Merrick moves in for the puck drop against Smith. Smith wins the draw, goes over to Trine. Trine slaps it into Merrick, but then, oh, holy cow, Sarin passes it to Eunice. Eunice redirects at top shelf. Nice top shelf redirect by Dub Eunice. That'll put the Blue Devils up 7-0. That was a beautiful play by the Blue Devils. Defenseman, hard shot, maybe even hard pass to Doug Eunice, and Eunice just had a stick position at the right angle to send that right into the net, catching Scott off guard. Smith pushes it back to Carter Corrigan. Sorry, Carter Corrigan on D now. Down low, sends it over towards Steer. Steer back to Carter Corrigan. Corrigan. Cross ice pass, nice pass to Willis. Willis taps it ahead, moves it into the zone. Willis on a backhand. And now Blue Devils take control. Eunice, cross ice pass, Steer intercepts. Steer dribbles it ahead, gives it to Smith. Smith loses it. Oh, offsides. There it is. As Willis moved it in with Smith down low. 11:23 left in the third. And the score is 7-0 Blue Devils. 11:23 left in the third, like I said. We'll have Kais, who looks like he's okay, back out there on the ice. Powell on the left wing. Braden Corrigan on the right. Carter Corrigan back deep with Steer. Cara sends it to center for Sarin, I think. Shot and wide right. Powell comes over into the corner and taps it up. Cara in there battling for it. Raked away by Carter Corrigan, sent up to Kais. Kais in control at the blue line, sends it up to Braden Corrigan. Braden Corrigan taps it in. Ross takes it away. Ross over in the far corner now, sends a D-to-D pass. Down low, outlet pass missed. Carter Corrigan fires a shot, it's in front, and that's, Kais gets a shot off and hits the backboards. Powell, it's off and around the Powell, and off the boards and around Powell. Blue Devils moving out, back deep, Steer and Braden Corrigan. Steer stops it with the skate, and Kai's going the other direction. Kai's toe drags. Offside is Braden Corrigan. Smith moves in for the puck drop. Johnson on the left wing. Roan on the right. That's Juzak. But then Blue Devil Lynch takes control, taps it over. Oh, man. Bigelow had an opportunity coming in on Scott and shot it too high. Johnson now on the near side, lets it go by, goes back to the defense. Oh, man. Trine's the only one back deep, and Johnson lets it go by with Bigelow down low. Trine rings it off the boards back up to the point. Point holds that in for the Blue Devils. Back down to Johnson down low. Sends it back, intercepted by Roan. Roan, blue line. Roan, red line. Roan pushes it down low. And that's a good job by the Blue Devils there on defense, not letting Roan get the puck past. Now going the other direction is Bigelow. Down goes Roan. Trine back deep. Trine wipes it away and goes the other direction with it. Nice job by Trine. Trine to the blue line, red line dumps. No icing, and the puck goes down deep. Grizzlies get a change out. Johnson pressures. Johnson knocks it away, takes it away, sends it over on the far boards. Nice job by Johnson as the line change happens for the Grizzlies. Down deep now, Willis. Puck comes over near side for the Blue Devils. Hits an outlet of Eunice. Eunice on the near side boards. Cross ice pass, intercepted by Trine. Trine taps it ahead for Johnson. Johnson brings it into the zone. Knocked back out. This is Merrick moving out. Merrick on a backhand, centers it. Oh, it's in front of the net, knocked back. Defense lines up, fires a shot into traffic, and Eunice gains control on the far side. Tries to center it again, Juzak. Trine rings it around the board, stopped by Ross. Ross dumps it back down. Now it's knocked out of the zone by Kais under the near side. That's Hoyt coming on to the bench, off the bench. Moves up, skates up, pushed by Kais. Stays with it, Hoyt down low now, drops it back for Merrick. Merrick swings, hits the defender, goes into the near side corner. Ringed around the boards by Trine, clear up to the point for Ross. Ross, Blue Devil, dumps it back down low. It's below the goal line, comes back to Trine. Trine rings it around the board again, take three, and this time Trine gets a by, but it'll be an icing as it goes all the way down to the other end. So puck drop back in the defensive zone, far side for the Grizzlies. 8:12 left in the third period, score 7-0. Smith moves in for the puck drop. Steer on defense with Carter Corrigan. Looks like Frank and Willis on the wings. The official talking with Coach Merrick on the bench of the Blue Devils, now skating over. Looks like we're going to get two officials will confer for a second. Here comes the puck. And here comes the puck drop. Hoyt back on defense with Ross. Smith takes it down low. Moves it behind the net, taken away by the Blue Devils into the near corner. Smith battling for it. Smith comes away with it. Smith over to Steer. Steer up to Willis, just past Willis, but Ross outside the zone. So Ross has to wait for a checkup. No offside. It goes back to Steer. Steer with the puck. Poke checked away. And Steer goes down, but then Corrigan over to Frank. Frank can't rake it off the boards, and now there's a battle for it at the boards. Puck goes back up to the point. Hoyt picks it up, fires it in. Steer rakes it away, and it's back in the corner. Nice diving save by River Scott on the wraparound try. And that puck down low comes back up. Oh, centering pass. Nice job. Another save by Scott. Johnson tried to backhand it on Scott. Scott didn't have her stick, but knocked it down with a stick side glove. Puck comes back. Shot right into the face mask of Scott as she makes another save. Puck comes up to the near side. Now there's a whistle as the net came off. So stoppage of play as the net came off. Nice job by River Scott to save a few goals there. Bigelow will move in against Kais. Juzak trying on defense, and looks like Powell on the wing here comes up. He's got Corrigan on the far side. That's Kais battling for it. Goes back to Juzak. Juzak chips it ahead to Braden Corrigan. Corrigan up to Kais. Kais, blue line, moves to center, backhands it, and saved by the goalie, Conley, I believe. Connick taps him, says good job. So Kais will move into the puck drop again against Bigelow. Johnson out there on the wing for the Blue Devils. Corrigan and Powell again, trying, and Juzak back deep. Corrigan can't quite handle it, and Juzak picks it up, dumps it as everybody clears. Racing back. Blue Devils grab it behind the net. Hits an outlet, and the puck comes out of the zone. 3-on-2. Juzak trying back deep. Johnson fires. Goes behind the net where Bigelow picks it up. Bigelow picks it up. Lynch drops it for Lynch. Lynch wide open as players stay with Bigelow. Shot comes in, and River Scott makes a save again. Puck goes into the corner. Pressure from Kais. Centering pass to Bigelow. Bigelow circles around the back side of the net on a backhand. In control of the puck. Stops. Changes directions. Tries to send it down low for Lynch. Lynch back to Bigelow. Bigelow fires a shot back into the boards. Wide left, trying, sends it up for Kais. Kais on the forward, rakes it up the boards. Kais moving out, trying to find somebody open. Does. Powell on the far side. Powell moves in on a backhand, moves back, and pressured by the defense of the Blue Devils. That's Kais poking at it, but the Blue Devils heading the other direction. Up to Eunice. Eunice chips it into the zone as Bigelow comes off. Jack down there giving pressure. Juzak off to Juzak, tries to chip it ahead. Intercepted and knocked out by Powell. Braden Corrigan going the other direction. He's got Powell up in front, fires a shot wide left into the near side corner. Hoyt picks it up, sends it back behind the net for Ross. Ross is going to pick it up down low, poked out by Braden Corrigan. Steer tries to steer back deep with Carter Corrigan. Jack moves it into the zone. He switches to a backhand, and Smith takes it away. Nice spin move by Jack, but Smith handles it. Smith moves it out. Jack. Johnson off the stick of Hoyt and down into the corner as Roan gets the stick knocked away by Brody Merrick skating in there. Merrick up to, gets it knocked away by Steer. And Eunice moves it into the zone. Raking for it. Going the other direction is Johnson. Johnson, 2-on-2 with Roan. Johnson fires a hard shot. Conley sends it back to the boards. Picked up by Roberts. Roberts circles around backside, puck protects, moves it back forward, stays down below the goal line, circles around the backside of net, finds an outlet to Eunice. Eunice cross hits I'm not sure who that player is. Dumped by the Blue Devils, rings around near side. That's not Eunice, that's Cara. Cara out there. Back to Roberts on D. Roberts. Roan falls down. Johnson, one-on-one, moving out. Johnson, glove side right into Conley. Good job by the goalie. Johnson on the breakaway. 3:44 left in the third. Score is 7-0. Blue Devils. Shutout preserved with that save. Good job by the Blue Devils goalie. Kais moves in for the puck drop. Wilson on left wing, Frank on the right. Charin and Juzak back deep. That puck goes back to Juzak. Juzak. Blue Devils take over, moving out. Poke check by Juzak now. And Blue Devils stay with it. Centering pass blocked by Frank. Pass far side. Shot wide right. Comes up the near side boards. Taken away by Juzak. Juzak in control. No pressure. He moves it out. Juzak keeps moving. Juzak rakes it down low. And then now the Blue Devils take control. Kai's going back to play defense for Juzak. Realize Juzak's down deep. Kai's back with Trine. Trine moves over to the near side. Kai's playing defense. And now Frank's going to get called for a penalty. Oh, and Juzak, man, that was cheap. Cara, officials didn't see it, but man, Juzak just knocked Cara down for no reason. So the penalty is actually not on Juzak. That was after the penalty. Puck comes back to center. Grizzlies on a penalty kill as Johnson takes the puck, centers it for Lynch. Lynch fires a shot. Stoppage of play. Nice save by Scott. I think that was puck was still loose maybe with that whistle, but I'm not sure. 2:50 left in the third. Puck comes back to Lynch. Lynch, no pressure now. There's pressure from Smith. Cross ice pass, nice pass. Puck goes high and left and into the boards on the shot from the Blue Devils. Back to the point, that's Hoyt. Hoyt sends a DDD pass over to the far side. Ross fires a hard one and handled by Scott. Comes up back to Hoyt. Let's try this again. Hoyt on the backhand now. Chips it right back down the boards. This time past everybody and down deep. Circle on the back side of the net. Puck comes out and Steer in there battling for it. Smith comes back to center. Lynch fires it into Corrigan. Ross wide right on the shot, rings up the near side. The puck comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt back to Carter Corrigan. Corrigan gets it out of the zone. And now Hoyt, DDD pass to Ross. Ross moves it up ahead. Puck comes into the zone. Steer takes it away. Knocks it out up to the point. That's Iojack and takes it away. Kais gets it out of the zone. Backpedaling is Connick. Connick gets it over to Bigelow. Bigelow moves it into the zone. Roan giving chase. 4 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Grizzlies, and Steer kicks it in the corner. Grizzlies full strength as Frank races over to the bench. Blue Devils in control of the puck. Merrick tries the shot and taken away by Roan. Roan toe drags and stays with it. Johnson out there, chipped ahead to Johnson. Johnson, oh man, left it. Oh, Steer, you're offside. What are you doing? Roan down deep, you can't do that. It's twice now. Steer's moved it in, offside. Probably a little harder on that Steer kid. For those of you who don't know, listen at home, that's my boy. All right, puck comes back to kicked ahead. That's Juzak, knocks it out. Johnson for the Blue Devils moves it back in as everybody's on side. Trine stops that shot. Trine down below the goal line. Johnson, Trine battling for it. Johnson goes down. That's, ooh, man, Trine is going to get called for a penalty here as he knocked the player. Conley's coming off, and there's a stoppage as Juzak touches the puck. No, Urich, sorry. Unrun. How do you say this goalie's name? Unrun? Unruh. Unruh tried to get off as the penalty was evident there. He got to the bench, but then Juzak touched the puck, so Unrun is out there. All right, so Roan moves in for the puck drop. Johnson on the lone winger. Juzak and Steer on defense. Puck comes over to Connick. Connick lines up. Cross ice pass. Roan picks it off, moves the other direction. He's got Johnson ahead. Hits Johnson in the center. Johnson loses the puck. Eunice picks it up. Eunice chips it ahead to Sarin. Red line. Blue line. 30 seconds left in the game, and Juzak. Puck rings around to Steer's side. Johnson picks it up. Poke check by Steer, out of the zone. Roan, round one. Here we go. Last chance to ruin and that's taken away by the Blue Devils. Centering pass and a save. And Juzak, another save by Scott with 4.4 seconds left. Grizzlies on a penalty kill for the rest of the period here, the rest of the game. There's your shot at the score. 7-zip Blue Devils on top. 4.4 seconds left in the game. And Grizzlies trying in the penalty box. They're going to put Blue Devil in the penalty box to even this up 4-on-4 hockey now. I didn't see what happened. That must have been while I was looking at the score clock. Scoreboard. Roan's going to go in and take the puck drop. Looks like Steer, Juzak on defense, Johnson on offense, lone winger. Official giving Coach Eunice on the Blue Devils an explanation of what's going on. We'll have a puck drop back at center ice, far side defensive zone for the defensive side of the neutral zone for the Grizzlies. Roan moves in, and the puck comes over to Eunice, taken away by Roan with the last second, and shutout goes to the Blue Devils. 7-zip win for the Blue Devils. That should put the Blue Devils into a championship game. That'll do it for the Grizzlies season. It's a rough go this year, but kids tried hard, and that's all that matters. They gave it their best effort. It's a good Blue Devils team here. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Coach Witt for coaching the boys, and Coach Kais, along with Coach Powell there. Steer. Talking to Coach Merrick. Hard-fought game. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you listening from here at Fairbanks Patty Center. The score was 7-zip. We'll see you next year.